everyone, my name's Tiny, and today I want to talk about something that really interests me, and that's the concept of fame. Fame is the condition of being known or talked about by many people. And my first question is, how does a person get famous? You can't be famous without making yourself a commodity. Once you've accepted that to be famous you have to sell yourself in some aspect, you begin to spread your meme. And your meme could be your music, your acting skills, or whatever it is that you have to offer. And then the next step is to actually spread your meme. And with new technology and social networking, it's as easy as posting a video on YouTube and then sharing it on sites like Facebook and Twitter. Your meme will be spread through communication between others who share and like your work. This can be metaphorically compared to a virus spreading. Often memes are referred to as media viruses, passing from one person to another. My next question is, how do you let people know that you're famous? Networks are vehicles for memes, and people communicate your memes through their networks to gain you more attention. And they can do that through their face-to-face networks, which is like talking to people, or through their mediated networks like Facebook, Twitter, and other social networking sites. As your meme spreads, your fame grows, and with our new social media, it's easier than ever. But then comes the question of the people who are excluded from the quickly expanding media networks. Are you famous to those people? These days, fame is judged by who is on TV and movies and who is the most viewed on the internet. People with no access to the network are excluded from receiving your memes. The next thing I want to talk about is how media is a spectacle. It can be said that TV and other media outlets are made for our pleasure. Most people use media for entertainment over enlightenment, and for that reason, things on TV are made to be attractive to the viewers. Many people need a reason to watch whatever it is that you have to say. People would rather be comforted by their media usage than challenged by its content. An author named Neil Postman said, "How TV stages the world becomes the model for how the world is properly to be staged." Media is a stage that real life and fictional dreams are played out upon. TV and other media outlets are made to be the spectacles. Their job is to attract you to listen to the memes that they're transmitting. For famous people, the media is their playground. Once you have the power that fame brings, it's easy to use media to your advantage to maintain your brand and reputation. So the next question I want to ask is, how is fame constructed? This question is one of the most difficult because media has created the reality of fame. You're famous when enough people say that you're famous, and fame varies, hence the reason why we have A-list to D-list celebrities. Fame has constructed itself. It's hyper-real in its very essence. We've created a media matrix that the majority of developed nations are trapped in. Fame is subjective, and those who are famous have different degrees of power. Alright, so the last thing I want to talk about is fame and power, and what does fame entitle a celebrity to? With different degrees of celebrity status come different degrees of star power. One commonly held power by any degree of fame is the power to influence others. Our culture worships celebrities. Once they're famous, their entire lives are under the microscope of those who are not. Their actions are being watched and constantly observed and criticized by anyone who's following them. These people could be news reporters, bloggers, fans, or anyone else who takes the time out of their day to pay attention to what the celebrity is doing. All of these groups take different approaches to the celebrity's actions, whether it's the media that built them criticizing what they're doing, fans following in the footsteps, or bloggers simply reporting on what's going on. So that about wraps up my little talk on fame. For more of me, you can go to tinytynesha.wordpress.com or follow me on Twitter @tinypromoter.